Hey guys, John here, the Practical Tactical Minimalist, and today what we're going to do is I'm going to go to the range and real quick, probably like 10 minutes, it's going to be a kind of a waste of a trip, but I have to do it. I'm going to try to blow through 100 rounds in my LCP2 22 and see if it can, do it, if it's unreliable, if it works. So I'm going to time lapse that footage. I will be able to release the raw footage if you guys care. It's gonna be real boring, but you guys can see the footage now, and then we'll talk about my 1,000 round update on the LCR. Hey guys, so you just watched a time-lapse video of me putting 100 rounds through the LCP2 in 22 long rifle. I've been having a lot of fun with 22 recently, especially with these new reliable firearms coming out, as well as really interesting carry ammo, specifically designed for self-defense out of a 22, like Federal Punch. I'll show you one of these. I've been shooting primarily Federal Punch. It's a flat nose. I think it's like 29 grains, extremely reliable, a significant amount of recoil compared to other 22, and you get a really nice giant fireball out of it, which could help with psychological stops, I guess. It's also significantly louder than other 22. Just something to keep in mind. You don't want to blow out your eardrums, but making a little flash bang every time you pull the trigger is not a bad thing. So I miscounted and I only took 98 rounds. So it's -2 on the last mag. I had one bobble, and let me unload this for you. So this is what we're talking about here. LCP2 in 22 long rifle. You can see completely stock. The only thing I've done is I used some acrylic paint you can see it's clear. Clear, 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 clear. All right, so it also has a magazine disconnect safety, so even if you wanted to be negligent, you could not. Put some acrylic paint on the front there, and then just some varnish over it. It's held up perfectly fine. The yellow works really well in ideal lighting conditions, but it does not work very well in not ideal lighting conditions. So I'm probably gonna change it to orange coming up here. I just got a bottle of neon orange, so I think I'm gonna try that. I tend to like green or yellow better, but we'll try that. So I had one bobble. It was in the middle of the pack, and it was not with punch, which I've seen some people, because of the flat nose, it has an issue. It was actually with CCI Mini Mag. And what I'm almost positive happened was this gun is absolutely tiny, and the majority of the time I shoot it, I've been shooting it one-handed, either left or right-handed, because there's just literally, let me hold the gun the way I would. There's nowhere to put a support hand. So, also when I build my master grip, my thumb has a chance of getting real close to the barrel. I don't really care about the muzzle because it's a 22. So the worst thing that happens is you get a little powder sting, but it could theoretically get in front of the barrel, which I would not be a fan of. Also, when you're Judy chopping into your master grip, it would be very easy to go in front of that. So you have to be really careful with these little guns. I'm almost positive what was happening was my palm caught it. And it just, all it took was a little hi-ya, fed right in. So I think Galloway Precision, or maybe it's M Carbo, they have an increased spring. Maybe that would fix it. But this is very susceptible to messing with the spring. So messing with the slide reciprocating. So you have to make sure to allow the slide to reciprocate, and I'm almost positive that was the issue. So I just hit 1,000 rounds. That was 100 rounds, almost bobble free, 1 round. If you're really, I mean, some people that's a no-go, right? For me, I will carry this. Got a little inside the waistband holster from Legion Kydex. This is the Fuck Leather variety. It's just at I think it's Bolteron, but it's the Raptor Kydex, and he does something to darken it. So it looks really cool. It looks just like Kydex. And then I have an Ulti-Clip on there because I wear this with sweatpants a lot, or gym shorts, or, you know, anything without a belt, because it's so freaking light. Completely loaded, this is like 13 ounces with 11 rounds of Federal Punch. So 1,000 rounds are done. I did have issues in the 1,000 rounds. In the first 2 magazines ever, I had like 5 failures. It was all failures to feed. I've had no light strikes. I've had no failures to eject. So, I mean, that's pretty good, I think. Once it broke in, it's been solid. The trigger sucks. It's okay, but it's heavy for what it is. The sights are not horrible. They're not, are they great? No, obviously not. But I've found these sights, they hit point of aim. They've been totally adequate. They're snag free. I was considering getting this milled out for different sights. I think I'm just gonna leave it because I don't know, man. This is the underwear gun, the always gun, whatever you want to call it, a true everyday carry. This was enough to break contact, and I've been a huge fan of it thus far. If you guys have any questions, put them down below. I want to keep testing it, obviously, because this is my favorite. Between this and the LCR in 22, this has primarily been what I've been shooting for the last at least 6 months. I've been going to the range every Tuesday. I've been trying to. So the LCR has about 2,000 rounds through it. This has about 1,000, just over 1,000 rounds through it. And I've been extremely excited with Ruger, made in America, amazing warranty. The magazines, I only had 8 magazines, so that's why in the video, I'll time lapse it, but I'll also release the raw video if you guys care. I had to take a break near the end to reload it because I only had 8 magazines. But the magazine's super cheap. It's 40 bucks for 2 of them. All of my magazines have functioned, which is awesome. If you remember with my P365, that was not the case with that. I don't know, guys. I'm pretty excited about this as a true pocket carry. This is really the only true pocket carry. It's so slim. It's like the width of a finger. See? It's like 10 ounces, not loaded. I don't know, guys. Would you carry a 22? It doesn't have to be an LCR, but a Beretta, a revolver. Would you carry a 22? I think it depends on what your usage case is, I guess. But if your usage case is to break contact and dissuade people, you pop a few 22s in someone and they're going to dramatically reconsider what they're doing, their life choices, right? I don't know. Would it be good for military or law enforcement? Hell no, right? But just a kit gun, bug out gun. I really like these ammo wallets. It holds 30 rounds. So if you have a few magazines plus one of these, it will be a bear to reload, but it weighs nothing. It takes up no space. I don't know, guys. It makes a lot of sense, I think. What do you guys think? I'm sorry the videos have been coming out slowly. I just have been doing life stuff. I don't know. I hope you all are doing well. This has been John, the Practical Tactical Minimalist. Be safe out there.